The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas, man. Y'all know what time this is. It's time for the Allen and DJ podcast show. And of course, it's the one and only Allen.
And I'm your boy DJ.
DJ, what's up, man?
I'm all right, man. How about you?
I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it today, bro. I'm just not feeling it today.
Why not?
Because Bambi Deer, she's just been tripping, bro. Sometimes, I ask myself, I'm like, should I just walk away? You know what I'm saying? Like our brother Rambo been, moving in on us, man. He trying to take over. I'm like, look here, Rambo, you need to get yourself together, bro, because we ain't going to keep doing this. I said, if not, then I'm going to leave. I'll walk away because I ain't got to keep dealing with that mess. It's just too much going on over there. In a minute. DJ, let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about reasons to walk away.
Okay.
And I feel like this is a good topic because I'm going through it. You guys might be going through it. So without further ado, let's kick this off to you that the way the Allen and DJ Show know how to bring this to you. So when it comes to reasons of walking away, man, let's talk about the first bullet point, man.
Okay.
Abuse and toxicity.
Okay.
So why is that important, DJ, when it comes to reasons to walk away, man?
The reason why it's so important is because, first of all, if you stay in a abusive and a toxic relationship, you can end up dead, bruh. And on top of that, you can turn into a toxic person as well.
Because, like being around certain people, you know what I'm saying? How they say, you are what you think, or, you are a product of your environment because you allowing certain things in your space and eventually you'll start consuming it yourself.
Yep.
That's like, okay, perfect example. It's like being on a diet, but I keep leaving these big, fat, juicy cheeseburgers out there in front of you. Eventually you're going to look and like, no, I'm good. You look again. Nah, man. My playing tricks on me. Huh. Why not? I just take a bite. Then eventually you just start turning to what everybody around you looking like. It probably look like junk. Junk in, junk out. Wellness in, wellness out. But falling back on topic,
yeah,
abuse and toxicity is like physical or emotional abuse sometimes can and manipulation of your partner can constantly making you feel low or making you feel on edge sometimes, and those are clear signs that you need to leave and try to protect your own well-being. Because anytime you be around somebody like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? This is my plate. Take this plate back in the kitchen. Get me a plate. And man, I got that for Parenthood. They shot that plate so skinny, 98 miles.
I know.
Like, Greg could knock him out. I said, give me a plate. But those are clear signs of abuse, man. And, sweetheart, you think you weigh more than that, man. You can handle him. But man.
See all the veins in his neck?
Right. He turned red as a mud.
Flipped up and everything else.
Right. No, because and then one time, Dirty, we seen this out on the boat a long time ago. The dude really got mad. I'm like, wow. This is not what I ordered. What did I tell you I want to order? Get me a plate. And he just shot it at him. Like, man, don't you think you scared somebody, bro? No, but those are signs, though, seriously, that, you need to protect your well-being.
Absolutely.
Because, when you start getting around, that type of energy and somebody, manipulating you, playing tricks on you, anything just to gain, a personal advantage or just to get ahead in life, man, that's not where you want to be at. Trust me.
Absolutely. And, also, when you dealing with, abuse and toxic whatever. But when you dealing with abuse in a relationship, basically what happens too is like you was one way going into the relationship, but once you start being abused, you change your characteristics and you change yourself, so you become more different and you become less of yourself when you in that abusive relationship, if that makes sense.
Facts, it's so true. You know, like you really do become less of yourself, and you know, which brings me to the next bullet point as well. You know, unhealthy dynamics, because that falls in line with abuse and toxicity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, with healthy dynamics, DJ, give us some reasons on why that ties into the reasons why a person should walk away.
Oh, because like you basically like the reason why like healthy dynamics is like so important is because in every relationship you basically like learn something, and a lot of times relationships like take their course, meaning that that person was there for a season, or that person was there just to help you learn and grow, or to help you become what you need to become for the next relationship. And sometimes it mutually just separates, or sometimes the connection just doesn't develop.
So, you know, for like an example, like when you're looking for clear signs of like a healthy dynamics, like sometimes it could be a lack of mutual effort, or, you know what I'm saying, putting like the other priority of his needs. So he put his priorities above your priorities. So he put his needs before yours. And one partner could consistently be like centered, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about them. And that creates some type of unbalance there. Mm-hmm. Because if you're, for an example, going to the grocery store and, you know, I give you a list of the things to get, and yet you come back with everything that you wanted, and you're like, okay, this is like the stuff that you would eat. Or, you know, you went to a fast food restaurant and you come back with only you something to eat. That's like self-centered, you know, like, well, like I got me something to eat because I was hungry. And you're like, dude, okay, but dirty, like, you know, you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't you wanted that. And they're like, oh my God.
Wow.
So, you know, like stuff like that, you know, like that can start killing a buzz in a relationship, a friendship, whatever you want to call it, even work relationship. Like if your coworker's buying you lunch, and you know, one time, you know, you come in there, you just, and you know they ain't ate nothing all day. You just, bro, this burger right here is to die for. They're just throwing it in your face. You like dirty, like really? Oh man, I ain't he wanted nothing. And he started eating his fries and stuff in front of you. You're like, man, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's how you want to play it. So, you know, that's what I mean by unhealthy dynamics. But
at the same time, if you end up staying in that relationship or that situation, I should say, sometimes it can stunt your growth.
Yeah. You know, because now at this point, you know, like, okay, I'm not seeing myself grow as a person. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I'm constantly unhappy. It's constantly about this person. When they arguing, you're constantly hearing about what he thinks and his needs. And, you know, kind of like, okay, but dude, like, what about me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, watch out for stuff like that. And the next bullet point I want to talk about incapabilities and growing apart. Mm-hmm. So, DJ, I want you to bring me home with this one, man. Okay. Let's talk about this one. Like, why is that tied into a reason why a person should walk away?
Because, like, most of the time, like, you get in a situation, like, the longer you get it, you be in a relationship, one person is elevating and the other person is either decreasing or they staying still. Meaning that if that person is staying still, it's only a matter of time before they bring that person that's trying to be successful back down to their level.
And then I also like this too, because when you guys are starting to grow apart, I'm going to hit this from another angle. Mm-hmm. Why do you think women say they have a work boyfriend? Or, you know, why do you think some of the fellas, well, the debaters will say that, you know, they got a work wife, right? It's because, you know, they lining up your replacement. Because at this point, like, y'all ain't capable of like being with each other. Y'all just not making it. Like y'all fight every single freaking time about every little thing. You guys are arguing about every little topic, and you know, you starting to find out you guys want different things, right? So she's growing apart from you, or he's growing apart from you. So you got to be careful with this, because they lining up your replacement. And that's why when a person cheat or they move on, it was just so easy to do it, because they was already lining up your replacement the whole time, and they been mentally checked out.
Yep.
It could just be because we got bills together that I have to stay here.
Or
And
kids. Or kids.
Or kids. So I know people in these situations, they just can't dip like that. But mentally, they're already gone.
Yep.
So, you know, when it comes to that, you know, you may love someone deeply, but find out that you guys are fundamentally how can I say this? Fundamentally incompatible. So, like, you know, leading into different goals and values that you guys might start to have over time. Like, you start to see that we different.
Yep.
And that could be in a work relationship and all that. And you can say, dude, if we're making the right choices here, man, is this what we really want? Because two people who, you know what I'm saying, share some of the same common goals and interests, and you start to find out, especially like in, whether it's basketball team, whatever, you find out how alpha both guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you might be like, man, DJ, I've been playing defense for 3 straight possessions, bruh. I need the rock. Then you might be like, bro, like, I need the rock. Like, I've been guarding this cat all up and down the court the last 5-6 times. You know, like, man, like, check the name on the back, you know? So, like, that's what I mean by that, when people are, like, starting to grow apart.
Absolutely. And then, like, the crazy thing about growing apart, too, is, like, the longer you stay in that particular relationship, whether it's a business relationship or whether it's a regular relationship, basically, like, you end up having less and less in common.
And all you're doing is making yourselves miserable, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why be in something that you're miserable? Like, you know that we're growing apart. You know that we're starting to go in different directions. But, you know what I'm saying? And, like, and this is what we talk about all the time. People just don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
People don't know. Right. FOMO.
FOMO.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, they know that you guys are growing apart, but they know that you're ascending and they not. So it's the fear of missing out. So, like, they try to yank you back, or, you know, they try to do little things or manipulations and all that. Like, you know, like, get out of that. Mm-hmm. And bullet point 4, you know, lack of growth, man.
Oh, yeah. This one's important.
So, DJ, like, get them a right hook with this one, man. Like, how does this tie into reasons of, like, walking away, like, with a lack of growth?
The reason why this is so important is because, like, we're technically, as humans, like, we're built to evolve and we're built to adapt to different situations and grow from them. But if that doesn't happen, we end up becoming lost and easily manipulated by society.
That's so true. You know, like, in a healthy relationship, like, it should foster, if you ask me, personal goals from both parties, right? Mm-hmm. And both parties should be able to, you know, have some type of, like, evolution from it. But anytime when it gets to a point where the relationship hinders this, it might be time to just let it go and move on. Because at this point, all you're doing is wasting your time, because you're growing. You're working hard. Let's say you in school right now. You're doing all these research papers. You're doing whatever you got to do to try to level up in life. And this person just doing nothing but playing a video game all day. And then he's saying, yo, you don't make time for him. You always working. You always in school. Well, brother, like, why don't you get up and help her out? You ain't doing nothing but being a full-time babysitter. Mm-hmm. So he not trying to grow. Like, it's a lack of growth. Yep. You see what I'm saying? And you like, dude, like, I see what I want in the next 5 years.
Too. Lack of motor.
Lack of motor. So you like, dude, like, come to the gym with me. Oh, nah, baby, you know what I'm saying? Me and, you know, Kel's supposed to get up later, man, and, you know, we going to go out and do this and do that. So he drinking, throwing his body to crap. Mm-hmm. As you trying to health as wealth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you trying to stack your finances up. You trying to help him build his finances up. But he just keeps spending. So he not trying to grow, but you are as a person.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing about lack of growth, too, is that it's easy for you to actually accept anything, and it's easy for you to be controlled. Meaning, like, on a let me bring it from a financial standpoint. Like, let's say at your job, they try to offer you a position, but they low cut you with the pay. But because you haven't grown as far as like your skills, you'll accept that. You'll accept that because you didn't grow in your skills.
Exactly.
And the lower you get paid, the more they control you.
The more that they can control you. So, you know, they're like, well, we feel like you've grown with the company, and now at this point don't want to take a management position or nothing. So, you know, like they give you the bootleg work. They give you all the garbage work.
Yep.
And, well, how about $16 an hour sounds? You can't make it in as well with $16 an hour today.
No.
That's very hard. But like, that's what you're worth. Because it's a lack of like growth. Like, you're not trying to grow in this life to feel like, hey, like I deserve more. If you deserve more, then show me.
Yep.
And which would bring me to bullet point 5, constant misery, man.
Yeah.
Now, people do this to themselves a lot, DJ.
Absolutely.
So tell them why do they do this to themselves when it ties into reasons of walking away?
Because, like, basically, the more miserable that person is, like, the less productive they are.
And then, like, sometimes the misery in relationships can awfully bring stress, man.
Yep.
You know, like, you be stressed, sad. Sometimes it brings like, exhaustion. Like, you're like, I'm tired of arguing with her, bruh. 24/7, you wake up arguing with me. And that could just, like, to me, that's a strong indication that you need to leave.
Yep.
Anytime it's getting to that point where
She an energy vampire.
yeah, like you know, like energy vampire. Like
Absolutely.
you happy, you like, man, like you never been so happy to be at work. You like, I've never seen you so happy to be at work. Something going on, Seven. But then you know what I'm saying, she called you, like your whole energy just dropped. You like,
Yep.
bro, let me see what she want. Where was you at? I called you 5 times. You better not be around Alan and Will and DJ. Every time you with them, you ain't always up to no good. And, bro, she controlling you, man.
Absolutely.
She controlling you, G. And that's just constant misery. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, let's say you want to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, like, man, if I go to the gym with Al, now, I'm finna, I don't know why you want to do that for. And I cooked. And you want to go to the gym? Like, man, I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go get it. Never mind. Gone. I'll see if I be here when you get back.
Mm-hmm. Make you feel
Wow.
sorry for yourself.
You get to the door, he thinking, you like, bro, keep going. He drop his head, turn around and go right back. Oh, look at dog. You're like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? You go right back inside. She got you, bro.
Absolutely. And also, when it comes down to constant misery, what this also results to is basically like you end up doing miserable actions like smoking and drinking. And what leads up to smoking and drinking as well? Like, you basically start losing finances, and it also changes your character.
Right. Do you start getting stressed? Do you feel
Yep.
exhausted? You like, man, I'll take anything right now, brother.
Yep. and then on top of that, you losing money, man.
Right.
Like, the more you drink, the more money you spending.
Yeah, more money you spending. Some turn to pills, man. You know, all
and that's
kind of
even more
addictions.
money, bro.
Man, shoot, you start losing everything, man. But that's all kind of addictions, man, that it could lead down.
Yep.
Or some that not getting sexually satisfied to turn to porn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like there's all kind of rabbit holes that a person can go down. And then I'm gonna give you with this one now. When it's signs that it's time to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about disrespecting boundaries, DJ.
Oh yeah.
So when people start disrespecting your boundaries, when is it just a time to just start to walk away?
When they start to disrespect you, when you set the boundary. Basically, like, when you set a boundary, it's supposed to be set, and you set it for a reason. But just because you said it, don't always mean somebody has to obey them or somebody has to respect them or listen to them.
Right. So, like, when a person keep constantly disrespecting your personal boundaries, and, you know, you're giving them indication to say that, you know, like, they're sending you messages about how you need to be treated. Like, you ain't nothing but a dirty dog. Ain't nobody gonna want you. You lucky I want you. Don't nobody want you out there. And disrespecting your boundaries. So,
Absolutely.
you know what? Mama, you can have all this. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you like, hey, look, this is what I'm into. This is what I'm not into. Or, you know, hey, I told you, I said, look, we can have a civil conversation without you disrespecting me or cussing at me. You know what I'm saying? So now you taking it too far. Because two fools can't argue together because from a distance you can't tell who is who. Ooh, say it again now. Two fools can't argue with each other because from a distance you can't tell who was who because both of y'all look dumb.
Absolutely.
But when a person had enough power to be like, you know what, hey, you know what, homie, I ain't finna do this with you.
Yep.
You got it. And just walk away and shut it down. Like, I promise you, like, that leads way more confusion.
And the crazy thing too is that like when you set a boundary and they don't follow it, then they start to disrespect you. But like an example of this would be like, let's say if you tell somebody at your job that I don't date outside of work, but they still gonna make attempts to try to date you anyway.
Yes.
So basically, what does that telling you that they're actually not respecting your boundaries. Like your boundary was like, hey, I don't date nobody at work. Like that's just what I don't do. But they still making attempts and passes to try to get you to give in anyway.
No, facts.
And meaning that after a while, if you do give in, that means that they're going to try to manipulate you and try to control the dynamics of the relationship once you jump into the relationship.
And you could tell them, sun up to sun come down. Hey, I don't do this because you see what it brings forth. Like, bro, even you know what I'm saying, back in the old days, man, like how many cats did we see get fired for this, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it came worse, so I don't want to sound cliche. Because people that met their best friends at work and they got married and they living a lavish life. So who am I to say that? I just can't say that. But I know 80 times out of 100, that's not going to work. Because she could be the sweetest person in the world. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying, my dirty could be the coolest dude in the world, but it could just be the person that they're tied to. Mm-hmm. And the people that they tied to could start a whole bunch of mess, or, you know, they just very messy. And, you know, dirty, like I ain't with, you know, like I ain't never been for the mess. I ain't never been for the drama. And that gives me all clarity of reasons to walk away. Absolutely. And that's why I don't mess with people I work with. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to you, you kick it on a different level. Mm-hmm. With me dating you and we going to public, man, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? To like somebody have to really show me and change my mind one day. To then, bro, I just can't do it. Like I ain't with the mess. Yep. Or you know how much did okay? So how did that? You know how much I spent on you? I was like, I ain't think it mean come on, dirty. Like you tell them what I'm doing for you. You giving them reasons to hate on you. Mm-hmm. And then you giving them reasons to go behind your back and say, shoes, let me see what that's about. People don't think like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, they doing too much.
Absolutely.
But let's talk on the next bullet point too as well, hiding your relationship.
Oh, this is crazy because I see this a lot, dude.
Man.
I see this a lot.
Now, I disagree with this, but I agree with this.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like certain things in your relationship you should hide because it ain't everybody's business.
Absolutely.
Like, I absolutely don't talk about my sexual business with nobody.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, like, how was she, bro? Was she good? Ain't none of your business, dirty. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, you know, or two, you know what I'm saying, like the money that y'all accumulating. Mm-hmm. That's not everybody's business. So certain things you should hide in your relationship.
Absolutely.
But hiding your relationship in general, DJ, kick off on this one, bro.
Oh yeah, like what happens like when this is a party, when this is existing in your relationship, it basically makes a person feel undervalued and unwanted. But it also shows like a lack of maturity and growth in that person as well.
Well, you know, you often find yourself through like experiences and or your partner behavior from friends and family due to the embarrassments and heartbreaks. Mm-hmm. So you be like, man, you know what? Like, I never gonna get embarrassed like this again. And then, or two, you know, you might be hiding your relationship because she's not the best looking. Mm-hmm. Or, you know what I mean? You might feel like this dude been hit with the ugly stick. He look like his eyes been closed, like he got beat down. He's like, hey, girl, how you doing? Shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my God. Or two, you know, he might look like Blubber. He might have like 5 necks. The neck wiggling when he talking. Oh, yeah, like I take on the apple pie. Like, look.
I call that jelly roll. So
right, they're like, girl, where you find him at? He done got in too quick. He talking to everybody, talking to Whippo food. Oh, yeah. Like, wait, girl, how old is he? He like 60-something. You gotta be using him for some money. No, let me stop.
You got that one tooth missing too on the side.
Right. God, no, he did. Hey, you won't get one of my folks dirty. We gonna talk about you for real. But we love you, but we gonna talk about you now. Come right. Shirt long as a mug. You got a 5X on. Like, oh, where you find him at? No, but like, you know, like when people do that though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be because of the embarrassment of like the last relationship, or the way people might have judged them, or the way people might have talked about them. And, you know, I always say, dirty, do what's best for you. Like, just because I might think a certain way about him or her, they like okay, like how can I say this? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
So if you think that he looks good to you, then you better go for it. Mm-hmm. Because everything is always about looks, but I'm not gonna never sit here and say looks don't matter neither. Cause god dang it, I'm not waking up to nobody and say, "Good morning, Shane." Ugly head long as a mother. Hold on, G.
Or somebody that's missing like 8 teeth and shit.
Right? Nah, man, we ain't finna do that. Or two, she looking good, then the makeup come off like a whole. Man, who is this? What's up? Not a goddamn thing. No, but
Or had a blunt in the ashtray.
yeah, it's like, man, what happened to your head? Your wig came off. Oh, this is me, and if you want to be with me, this is what you gonna have to deal with. No, but no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having a little fun, but no, you know that, you know what I'm saying? That'd be reason why people hide their relationships though, and then like the judgment that, you know what I'm saying, people talk about.
Yeah, and then it also shows in the relationship, like it shows basically that you aren't like fully committed to that relationship or that situation. Yeah. So like you either got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
For real, bro. You said that we were gonna go to the mall today. You better cancel that.
Oh, you better cancel that.
Oh, we ain't going nowhere together. But you said that last time. Like, man, get up out mine. Oh, why you gotta go with him? Dog, like, stop. You know what I'm saying? So, no, but then focusing on like the negative, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, this is another bullet point I want to lack on and touch on as well. Bullet point 8. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do focus on like negativity a lot.
Oh yeah, and basically, when a person is negative, like negative things will happen to that person, and sometimes it rubs off on you. Not only like rubs off on you like energy wise, but it rubs off on you physically too. Meaning like, if they're struggling financially, you might end up struggling financially.
Right. Like, man, I had money when I met you.
I know, but now all of a sudden you broke.
We broke as much. Hey, brother, like, man, I spot $10 next week, man. I'm brother. Dog, I know I came to you last time, but brother, I need you again. Like, man, why you gotta borrow some money, bro? You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, you know that, and then, you know, like when clouds are gray in your relationship, like I would say, like arguments or being unhappy overweights the sunshine and the good times, and it's just time to walk away, man. You know, anytime like you way more unhappy than you are happy, like if you happy, you know what I'm saying, like you only get that like probably once every 2 weeks. Like that's not good, man.
Nah, man.
It's not good. Like I encourage you to like really do some evaluating in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or what if it's a work relationship, whatever the case may be. You know, so we're talking about all aspects of life, business relationships, whatever. Do some evaluation.
Absolutely. And then like a negative person has no room to grow, and you won't be able to grow with that person if you're staying in that relationship. Because
all they do is see the negative in everything. So you can say, well, that's not bad. Man, at least we won $500 tonight. Yeah, but it wasn't $1,000. You know, we still got to do this, man. Shut up. Like, man, like, cuz, bro, like, that make you mad. You're like, dude, like, why you gotta say something so negative? So, you know, like, give me a reason to walk away from this camera, because y'all negative out there, man. Stop it. Nah, but bullet point 9, man, feeling hopeless now, because you can get to a point where you feel hopeless, man. You feel like, dude, I tried everything I could in this relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're talking to your boys, you know, you're trying to get some clarity in the situation. You're like, man, like, I'm not, bro, like, what am I doing? I'm doing everything right. So DJ, kick that on us, Dirty. Talk to him, man.
Oh yeah, like when you feel hopeless, basically what happens is like it can technically turn into depression because you feel unfulfilled in a relationship, but it also makes you feel helpless, limited, uninspired, and powerless.
Man, and also just giving the possibility of just trying to, you fix the relationship and you're doing everything you can. And sometimes you feel hopeless about just its problems within itself. You like, we got so many problems. Like, how can we fix this?
Mm-hmm.
And you try to go into this thing like optimistic. You like, okay, maybe we take this step. We gonna work on this. Then we work on that. And like, I'm gonna have a good strategy. Then here come the mess again. And, sometimes you just get to a point you're just like, Dirty, I just don't know what to do no more. I feel hopeless, man. I feel like just throwing in the towel. Because I'm the type of dude, Dirty, when I know that I did everything that I can to try to resave this relationship and try to regain control of this relationship and it's just not working, it gets to a point where, you have to do some inventory in your life. And, I'm sorry to say, sometimes, you got to kick that person out and kick them down the road, man. Like, hey, like, I did everything I can. Like, we just two different people.
Absolutely. But, like, also, like, it also makes you go into, like, I'm gonna explain it after I tell y'all what it is. But it makes y'all go into this survival mode. Or even like in attachment mode, or even like a mastery mode. And like, let me break that down for like a split second. Basically, like when that person feels hopeless, like when they go into survival mode, they basically latch on to something to help them keep them above water, or to keep them happy. And and they using that basically just to survive. And if that attachment is let go, basically they're not happy no more. Then they go back to being hopeless again.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with attachment mode. Like they attach themselves to something that makes them happy, like a dopamine type of kick. But then all of a sudden, like when that attachment is gone, they basically go back to that state of mind.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's funny that you mentioned that, Dirty, because it's true, man. It's like you just feel hopeless after a while. You just like, do everything I can, bro. Like, man, I talked to my personal advisor. You talk to like a relationship coach, like, so you took it an extra step further, or you talk to a marriage counselor, because just how serious you are about trying to save your marriage. But sometimes it just gets to a point where you have to throw in the towel.
Yep.
And bullet point 10. Once you've done all this and, you feel like, hey, I just walked away because I did everything that I could while I was in it, now you're regaining control.
Oh, this is good.
So, DJ, like, this is how I feel about regaining control. Because now you're gaining control over your life and the things that you feel like that you want to do. Like, you're prioritizing your happiness and you putting yourself first now, and you empowering others around you to regain control of their life as well. So you like, hey, look, bruh, I've been in a slump for like the last 3 years. I was not happy. I feel like I was in this gray clouds in the relationship.
Absolutely.
It's like it was dark clouds. The energy was just so bad. But now that I got out of this relationship, I feel like it's a weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm more happy again. I'm free. You know what I'm saying? Get us free. No, but I'm free. Like I can do whatever I want to do now. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do whatever I want to do. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like, now you just like, yo, I'm regaining control of my life. Man, we done wrote a lot of bad checks together. Woman messed my credit up. Now I'm getting my credit together. And I'm using this loosely as an example. Like, like this man took everything and destroyed everything I got. Now I'm slowly regaining everything back in my life. And this time, when I get on my feet, I'm never letting nobody do me like that again.
And also, like, when I think about regaining control, like, what happens is it basically it rebuilds trust back into the relationship that just ended, and your new relationships as far as like business, or even like if you jump into like an actual new relationship. Yeah. But it also builds rebuild healthy boundaries, which reduce conflict and foster mutual respect, I should say. But it also regains self-control in the relationship. And you end up understanding and managing your emotions, or you end up having more emotional control in future relationships.
So, you know, like, you'll be so quick to go off the hinges. And,
Yep.
You know, you'll be more like, I'm pissed right now, but let me calm down. Let me think this thing through. Because you don't want to move off emotion. You know, at least a logical man will never just move off emotion. You know, that's what a woman would do. Most women. And that's their job. And that's the women that think logical. They very like, okay, let me think this thing through. But, you know, I expect for the woman to be in that role, to be more, because that's how she's hardwired. She hardwired off of emotion.
Yep.
And, you know, that's why it's for us to kind of, you know, be logical, calm the situation down. And, you know, you also, to me, when it comes to control or like regaining control, you regain control of your sanity.
Yeah, man.
Because you can't put a price on a peace of mind. And let's hit him with the Allen and DJ's final thought. DJ, what's your final thought when it comes to reasons to just walk away, brother?
Man, like, if the situation gets to the situation where, like, they're physically, like, abusing you or mentally abusing you, or if the situation is just toxic in general, like, your best bet is just to walk away. Or even if you get to a point in the relationship where, like, you're just miserable all the time, or that person is negative and they drag you down and you can't elevate because of that negative energy, then you need to walk away and move around. But I'm just saying this, but y'all can do whatever y'all want. But that's what y'all should do. But if you don't do it, then that's on you.
Yeah. I would say, you know, just make sure that you guys are, you know, sitting on the same playing field, which meaning, like, you know, you guys both come to like a mutual understanding on a lot of different things. Always set boundaries. Don't let nobody disrespect your boundaries, and focus on the positive and not the negative. Like, you know, let's keep focusing on how can we can improve our relationship, and focus on self-love and self-worth, because you are worth it. And once you start regaining control of your life, then you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Allen and DJ Show. You can find the Allen and DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. And you can find the Allen and DJ Show on YouTube. And you can find the Allen and DJ Show on our fan page on Facebook at the Allen and DJ Show. You can find my personal page, Allen Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And then my Dirty William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook. And soon, a Dirty DJ might get an Instagram popping soon too.
Yeah.
So be looking out for that. And until next time, you know, if you feel like you got to do this, learn the power of leaving. Just walk away. Because just like I'm about to walk away from this camera, because I'm about to stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.